So, you want to solve all your problems with murder, but the cops keep getting in your way. Well, what if, and hear me out on this, you try killing people all sneaky-like so the cops don't know it's you? Sounds like a good idea, huh? Well, I have the guy for you. I'm Ian, and this is my Streets of Rogue character guide to The Assassin. The Assassin is unlocked via completing a floor without alerting or killing anyone. This is most easily done in the slums due to the fact that the later floors make it near impossible even for experienced players to do this with any consistency. Some characters I recommend playing if you're trying to unlock the Assassin include, but are not limited to, the Vampire due to their camera-shy trait and cologne making them an obvious candidate for this task. The Doctor, due to their non-lethal way of eliminating targets, is also an excellent candidate for trying to unlock the Assassin, since all you really have to do is master the art of stealth at that point. Sadly, however, due to the random layouts of the floors on a given run, it's impossible to give deeper advice on this subject. However, I do have one last tip. You can use a seed in your home base, which will allow you to maintain a consistent layout between your various runs as you try to practice and perfect the art of getting through a single floor without killing anyone or being detected. As for the assassin's description, it reads, "Stealthily moves through the shadows and murders people from behind. One day dreamed of assassinating a president or military leader, but has so far had to settle for rich old ladies and the occasional rich feline heir. Hey, job's a job." When the assassin heard about growing unrest against the mayor, a murderous spirit within was renewed. And murder you shall, with your camouflage ability allowing you to turn invisible so long as none have line of sight of you when you activate it. Combined with your backstabber trait, you won't even need to use that sword of yours in your starting inventory to kill just about anyone in a single clean hit. But since I mentioned your sword, I might as well cover your starting inventory. In addition to your sword, you also have 10 shuriken, a quick escape teleporter, and an ear warp whistle. With these items and abilities, and your maxed out stat in speed, you are primed and ready to get in or out of any bad idea you come up with. And on the subject of your starting stats, your firearm skill is set to 2, which is weird because your shuriken aren't affected by your firearm skill whatsoever, and you, for some bizarre reason, have a 1 in melee despite having a sword in your starting inventory. And your endurance is also set to 1, which makes a lot more sense. Like, you're a sneaky boy, it makes sense you would be something of a glass cannon in terms of the health department. Regardless of your weird stat allocations, I advise picking up any shuriken you leave laying on the ground from missing your shots, because otherwise enemies will start picking up and throwing them at you, and that's never a fun time. I also advise grabbing any traits that can improve your stealth ability, such as blends in nicely, in order to make your big quest as easy as possible. Speaking of which,
let's take a motherfucking life tonight, young and alive. Wish I could see for that guy.
your big quests, much like my farts, are called silent but deadly. All you have to do is kill a random NPC with an orange arrow over their head. This NPC will have bodyguards, the exact nature of whom will vary depending on the floor. They could be jocks with baseball bats, other members of their gang, hired mobsters, or even super cops depending on where you are. This can be problematic since every NPC who sees you kill your target will also gain an orange arrow over their head and need to be killed as well. Consequently, I advise not killing people near windows where people inside can look out and see what happens. Also remember, on some disaster floors, the target of your quest won't actually spawn on a floor, resulting in the quest self-completing itself automatically. Something to bear in mind when you end up with the riot disaster or zombie outbreaks. The most reliable method I have found to completing this quest is to simply wait till the target and their bodyguards are clustered together facing the same direction, and then pull out your sword for a perfect backstab while camoed. This can pretty much kill everything in one clean hit. In fact, the only enemy I've seen in a game not die to a single camouflaged backstab combo is the killer robot, who is always facing your direction, making a backstab impossible. And while an unarmed strike will one-shot the NPC for your big quest, the sword sword will increase the range, meaning you don't have to worry about bodyguards suddenly turning around and seeing you. If your sword has broken due to excessive use, don't worry. Any melee weapon will work just as fine for this purpose. All in all, I give the assassin a murder hobo out of 10. If you want to kill everyone via sneaking around, the assassin is the best character this game has to offer. However, if you wish to approach the game through methods that don't involve stealth and or murder, you'll find yourself akin to a seamstress in a nudist colony, perfectly equipped for not the situation you're in. Thank you all for watching, like the video if you did, subscribe if you don't want to miss the next guide, and stay tuned! The Shapeshifter is coming up next.